part of a ship's plan. You can build things here. Crates are even hanging on the walls. I don't know what it is, but it looks complicated. The bad men played with these.
I don't believe this is happening.
The wicked doctor is up there. He's not allowed to see me.
I knew it. There was no way that this would end well. But did anybody listen to me? Of course not. Now we've got to leave this godforsaken ship at once. I think when I do
Daddy
this, then it
loves
should...
to fish.
No, wait.
Daddy loves to fish. The door's locked. The keys are too high up for me. How can I reach them? I'd better not do anything wrong with this. A really big gun. A key! There's a symbol on it. I think that it's supposed to mean the cargo hold. That's next to the door where I was locked up. But isn't that the room where Ruben is in? I could take him with me! We could escape together. I need to go to the cargo hold. It's locked. Ruben must be behind it. If only I could find a way to help him. One of the keys has got the picture of a machine on it.
So here you are. I knew that you'd cause trouble. I should have given you a larger dose of the medication. Now, we don't want a tragic accident to happen.
Something is totally wrong here. Oh my god. No. No, that can't be true. Ashes everywhere, and this... This is Fiona's handkerchief. No, this can't be true. Who would do such an awful thing to a little girl? Ashes everywhere. Who would do such a horrible thing to a child? It looks like Fiona's. If only I knew what happened to her. It's glowing. The coals are put in here. A lot of screws. The musket's ramrod. A long stick with a hook on its end. What's inside there could be the remains of apples. Looks like there were lemons in this one. Looks like there were lemons in this one. It gets the coals to the oven. This big barrel contains oil. This one's filled with water. It seems to be connected to the boiler. It seems to be connected to the boiler. They remind me of wine barrels, but there's definitely no wine inside. A liquid sweating out with an acrid smell. They remind me of wine barrels, but there's definitely no wine inside. A liquid sweating out with an acrid smell. Part of a ship's plan. I'll assemble it. The ship's map is complete. Looks as if this was the cargo hold as well. The inscription on the crate is illegible. Quite heavy. A long stick with a hook on its end. Used to ram down the cartridge into the musket. Nothing to dig here. The door is completely warped. This doesn't really look like a musket. This doesn't really look like a musket. Damn. very short, small metal pin just broke. It was holding the pump arm in place. But if I could find something that's roughly the same size and shape, then I might be able to fix it. There's a couple of screws inside. Everything else is too rusty to be of any use. I don't need the screw box here. Ah! The hook from the crane. It fell into the water. The hull is filled with water. Not a good place for it. That's blood! Lex! Lex! Oh no, Lex, wait! I've got to help him. The door's blocked. I can't get into the room this way. But wasn't there another door close to the mess hall? I think that I should take a look around. My God. Fresh blood. It must be from Lex. I have to find him before he bleeds to death. I'd better not walk through all that hot steam. But if I'm not mistaken, then this door leads to the same room that I could see from the other side of the ship, opposite the doctor's cabin. A giant clock. Looks like someone built it from old parts that he collected. I think that I can use the cogwheel again. The clock should be complete again now. Let's see if I can wind it up. Now the clock is wound up. I can hear it tick. There's a little door. It's closed. The engravings seem to depict hell. Not a good place for it. A giant clock. Looks like someone built it from old parts that he collected. The figurine wears a captain's hat, so no doubt it's the captain. And it's got to signify something that he's emerging from the gates of hell. This figure could depict the captain. He looks authoritative. My God. Fresh blood. It must be from Lex. I have to find him before he bleeds to death. My God. Fresh blood. It must be from Lex. I have to find him before he bleeds to death. It shows a large ship in a harbor. This setup doesn't look very trustworthy. The ropes are creaking worryingly. Not a good place for it. These kinds of pipes on a sailing ship. Somehow that doesn't seem to fit together. Not a good place for it. These kinds of pipes on a sailing ship. Somehow that doesn't seem to fit together. These kinds of pipes on a sailing ship. These old sacks have these kinds of pipes on a sailing ship. Somehow that doesn't seem to fit together.
I can't fish the hot coals out of the oven with this. The boat hook doesn't seem to be the right tool to use to try and fish something out of the oven. If I want to use the smoldering coal, I better get a move on. Oh no. The coal and the shovel has cooled down already. Maybe I should store them somewhere that'll keep them hot for longer. If I want to use the smoldering coal, I better get a move on. Nothing here that I need to insulate. I shouldn't mess around with hot coals. I'll put the coals in. Nothing here that I need to insulate. The bed warmer doesn't focus the heat into the soldered area well enough. I need something that's long and thin to focus the heat on just one spot.
What would I do with the coals there? The ramrod from the musket is red hot. Now that it's stuck into the hot coal, it'll stay hot for quite a while.
I could melt the solder joint with the hot ramrod, but it's too hot to hold. I can use the insulating material to hold the red-hot ramrod that's heating up in the bed warmer. It's working. Now the steam is coming out here instead of upstairs.
it's me. Have you gone insane?
Anna, is that you? What have I done?
You're out of your mind.
Everything is blurry. I can hardly see anything. I feel weak. In pain. I could really do with some medicine right now.
Hang on. First, I need to tell you something important.
Tell me something. I'm not in the right frame of mind to listen. Until you find some painkillers for me, you might as well tell it to all these animals here. Which are not really moving, by the way. Or are they?
I found a room with medicine inside, but the door was jammed.
There's no time to wait for a locksmith. Get some kind of long, solid bar and pry the damn door open.
I'll be back. Using the boat hook and some force, I should be able to unhinge the door. Good, that worked. The room where Fiona was imprisoned. It really exists. What on earth is happening here? This is where Fiona escaped her prison. Now it's flooded with water. This will help Lex to get back on his feet.